Hi everyone! Today I'm going to share with you some of my favorite pole tricks for beginners so that you can have a super solid foundation for the rest of your journey. Maybe you just got a pole for your home and you don't even know where to start. Trust me, I've been there. So today I hope that these few tricks will give you some inspiration for the rest of your journey, as well as some things to work on every time that you practice. If you'd like more in-depth training and daily classes, check out my app, Red Light Therapy, which is a fully online pole and movement studio. And we offer classes from not just me, but trained professionals and expert pole dancers from all over the world. Before we get into getting on the pole, remember to do a proper warm-up so that your muscles and joints are ready for pole dancing. So let's talk about our first trick for today. We're going to talk about the pole sit. A pole sit looks like this. The pole sit is an excellent beginner move that teaches you about contact points, spin, and will have you feeling sexy right away. I'm going to give you a warning that when you're first trying pole tricks, the skin that you're using to grip the pole might burn a little bit and even get a little red after trying new tricks. Just know that this is 100% normal, and the more that you do these tricks, the more that your body is going to get used to the feeling of gripping the pole. The best way to execute a pole sit is by stepping on the inside leg, drawing a big circle with that outside leg, and waiting until the pole comes to the middle of your thighs. Okay, once the pole comes between your thighs, you can squeeze between your legs and start to spin. For the rest of this video, whenever I'm referring to my inside arm or leg, I'm referring to the arm or leg that is closer to the pole when I'm standing next to it. Whenever I refer to the outside leg or outside arm, I'm referring to the side that is further away from the pole. While you're in your pole sit, you can either grab with both hands, or you can release one of the hands, open up your chest, arch your back, and let your head fall back to make this look more attractive. So I'm going to show you what it looks like with both of my hands on the pole, stepping on the inside leg, drawing a big circle on the ground until the pole is between my thighs, and then I step up off the ground, and here I am. I can arch my back. Now if I want to take one arm off, I can take the arm off, keep those legs straight, or you can bend. You might notice that your hips aren't exactly in a straight line when one leg is over the other. When we're first getting into this shape, that foot stays on the ground. We're drawing a big circle with the outside leg. The outside leg is the hip that's on top, okay? If that hip is on top, I want to open my chest and drop the hand of the hip on the bottom, okay? To keep that tilt in my hips and feel comfortable to take that arm off. I can also, in this position, tilt my hips the other way, bring the other leg on top, take the other arm off. And I like to bend the leg that's on top to give a sexy little flare. Head back. And then to come down, I just tuck my legs in under me, squat down, and stand up. It's probably going to burn the inside of our thighs to do pole sits. So if that's enough pain for today, just stop there and just practice your pole sits until you can't take any more, and then move on to just stretching and wrapping up the session for the day. Make sure that you try every move on both sides so that we build strength on both sides of our body and we don't end up lopsided. practice tilting those hips and transitioning from left to right, bringing that hip up and turning and taking off the other hand. With every session, you'll feel yourself progressing and able to add on more to your practice. For the next shape, we're going to be coming out of a pole sit. So make sure that you do everything else the same up until now. Don't change anything about the pole sit. However, we're going to have to use our brains a little bit more for this one because we're going to have to figure out which way to tilt our hips so that we can spin facing forward, okay? So to give you a little cheat code, if I'm spinning clockwise, I want my right hip to be up and my right hand to be here on the pole, grabbing on, taking off the left. If I'm spinning counterclockwise, I'm going to want to turn my hips so that my left hip is up higher and my right hip is down lower. So going into our spin the same way, here we are in the sit. I want to spin forward, so I bring my right hip on top because I'm spinning clockwise. From here, I'm going to bring this hand down a little bit lower, and I'm going to grab with my thumb down on the top with the outside arm. I'm going to create a crescent moon shape here to the side. And what I can do if I feel comfortable with this grip here on the top is begin to thread my elbow through the hole, bring the chest forward, and extend the arm out to the side. Here we are. And we can bring it back through and come down. You can also come down to a seated position like this from your pole sit. So again, we're doing a big circle into our pole sit, squeezing between the thighs. We want to turn so that we're facing forward in the spin. We're going to bring that hand down in the inside, bring that outside arm on top, thumb down, and thread through. Bring the chest in front of the pole as far as we can and hold this position here. You can have one leg straight, one leg bent. And I like to wrap this leg around the pole. Just gives me a little bit more of grip. I can bring the thread back through and bring it down to my booty. And there we go. For this shape, the more that we're able to bring our chest forward before we extend that arm out to the side, the more we're going to be able to get our chest in front of the pole. So one more time, we're going to get into our pole sit. We're going to face the spin. We're going to bring that hand down, grab the pole with the thumb facing down, bring that chest through, extend the leg out, and you can tuck both the knees in, or you can straighten one leg and come down. Here's a pro tip. If you feel like you're spinning really, really fast, it's because your body is close to the pole. So when we go from our pole sit to the swan shape, you'll notice that the pole starts to spin faster. If it's too much, you can always bring your body further away from the pole again, or go from the tuck position with your knees and straighten the knees out in order to slow down the spin. The last spin for today is going to be a spin that's going to help build your grip strength. So it might be a little bit more difficult to hold on than it was when we were doing the pole sit, where we were relying a lot on our leg grip. We're going to reach up high with that inside arm, and we're going to reach almost right underneath that hand with the outside arm so we have a nice stronghold grip on the pole. We're going to bring that inside leg up and wrap our leg around the pole, squeezing it tight in our knee here. So we really want to feel that engagement and squeeze here in the knee. From here, we're going to go up on our tippy toes, lean forward until the pole hits our ankle, and we can hold on here. Bring that knee in, up, step, and stand up. So we reach up high with the inside, we grab the pole with the other hand right underneath, we hook the leg on the inside, we lean forward until the pole hits our ankle, we stick the booty out. If you want, you can take an arm off, the outside arm, bring that knee in, tuck the bottom knee, and stand up. When you're first starting out, you might feel your hands slipping pretty quickly and that you can't hold on for very long. So this is actually training your grip strength, and the more that you practice this, the longer you're going to be able to hold on to the pole with less effort. If your hands are extra slippery, my best advice is to actually go wash them in the sink or use some grip aid. One last time on the other side. Ankle. You can take that arm off. Tuck that knee in and stand up. I wouldn't take the arm off though unless we feel super, super, super comfortable. If you enjoyed the tricks today, go ahead and check out the RLT Babe Challenge for 2025, which is a rare opportunity to win a free class with red light therapy if you just try the choreo, take a before and an after a couple months later, and share your progress with me at my email. All the details for the challenge are in the description of that video, so don't forget to check it out. If you have any questions at all about the shapes for today, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I can make more of these videos in the future. Once again, I'm Red, your sexy virtual instructor, and I can't wait to see you again next week on Thursday.